Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys your Divine Masculine weekly forecast. So this is going to be about your soul connection that is in either a separation or challenge. So keep that in mind. And obviously just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. I do tend to say he or him for masculine and she or her for feminine. It's just the way that I channel. So just obviously apply it how it fits your exact situation. All the decks I'll be using here today are created by myself and are listed for purchase down below if you guys are interested. And today's Organites are the Twin Flame Masculine and Feminine Nudes created by Michelle from Wing & Bell. So we're going to do half of this reading here and the other half over on my extended reading channel. So I'll put that link down below if you guys would like to support my channel further or just interested in, exploring a little bit more on today's messages. So let's dive right into it, you guys. Let's take a look and see where is the Divine Masculine this week. Okay, just in general. Let's take a look here. What is the Divine Masculine's energy in general this week? Okay, so this could be a little bit about the feminine as well. Just kind of depends on what comes through, but we will be getting specific on how the masculine is feeling towards the feminine a little bit later in the reading. So let's get into it. All right, so this right here is my Earth and Sky Oracle. Where is the masculine this week in general? Where is he at in his mental space? Okay, so we have the Ram. We have Aries energy. So some of the masculines can be Aries, or they're just very much in this Mars energy of Aries. Very dominant, very emperor vibe here. But it does say natural born leader, competitive and confident, can sometimes be short-tempered and impatient, okay? So right now it might be that they're very focused on goals, or just they're in a leadership type of position, or they're just in a situation where it's going to require them to be dominant in some way. So let's go ahead and go into my Divine Masculine Tarot and see what else is going on here. What else is coming through for the masculine's thoughts this week in general? Interesting, we do have the Judgment card, which says taking responsibility for my past actions. Wow, okay, you guys. So Judgment is all about reviewing the past, It's about taking a look at our lives, taking some personal inventory for the things that we've put out or the things that have happened to us. And this particular card does indicate that masculine is trying to take responsibility for anything that he may have, attributed to in the past, that he may have done, whether that was positive or negative, and how that has affected people or himself in life. So I really like this. He's really thinking about things and really maybe even trying to do things differently, making a different judgment call when dealing with life or dealing with experiences. So learning from past mistakes is what I'm seeing here. So that's pretty empowering here. I really like that. All right, let's go ahead and get another tarot card using my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Ooh, we have the Fool's energy. So the Fool is all about starting over, starting fresh, releasing yourself. So we have some planetary energies here. We've got Judgment, which is ruled by Pluto. So that's all about that death and transformation. And the Fool is represented by the planet Uranus. And so this is all about liberation, right? Freeing yourself from things that are restricting you. So to me, this is about, releasing something here. You can see both of these figures in these cards are definitely ready to release something, to start fresh, start new, set some, new path open, right? Do something completely new. So depending on what your masculine has going on that maybe you guys know about, could be that he is in a cycle right now where he's really letting something go that's pretty major, like a major relationship, a major job, just a major life cycle, and really freeing himself and taking responsibility for any actions that he took in the situation, etc. So it's like, I'm no longer going to be a victim here. I'm not going to blame other people for my circumstances. I'm taking responsibility for what I've done or haven't done. And I'm tired of living in this either victim mentality or being stuck. So I am liberating myself from these restrictions. So this is someone who's taking back their power this week, you guys. That's how I see your masculines at this particular time. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with the emotions, the heart space of this masculine. We know what's going on in his headspace, but what is going on in his emotions? Heart space energy. Ooh, I love this. There's some sort of, like a portal energy. That's exactly what this is. Wormhole. Time travel, dimensional shifts, the other side, distant civilizations. So I feel like there might be something in the masculine's life where he felt like he just couldn't get away from something. He couldn't move past something, whatever it was, something that was holding him back. I feel like he is really breaking free from that this week, or at least is attempting to, okay? And what this is going to do is it's really going to push him through this basically portal to the next phase, to the other side of a situation. So major liberation is what I am seeing here this week. The heart wants to, it's very important in this masculine's heart and feelings, really feels that it's time. Ooh, you have a hold on me. There could be a person that has tried to hold this masculine back. This could be a karmic partner. This could be someone of influence in the masculine's life. But no, you no longer have a hold on me. You no longer can control me. I am going to break free from these ties that bind me this week. So I feel like this is someone external to the masculine. I don't feel that it is the feminine. Unless your masculine is actively running away from you, feminine, and feels afraid and feels like he needs to, jump ship and figure something out. So obviously just take it how it resonates for you. But to me, this is someone who is wanting to break free from either things or people or beliefs that are restricting him. Now, this is also Aries energy, so I almost feel like taking back your power over whoever that Queen of Wands is. Could also be interpreted as this is the feminine for some of you if you resonate with this, but it could be that you have a hold on me, as in whatever is attempting to control me or whatever I have given my power over to. The hold that you have on me is now starting to draw me back to you. That could be it as well. But now we have the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini's energy. So somebody taking action this week, like they really feel drawn to take action, like take that sword, cut something out, cut through the air, make communication, travel to move forward in some sort of situation in their life. And so what it's doing is it's creating moves, it's creating movement. So whatever stagnant energy has been maybe holding this masculine back, I feel like it is now shifting and changing this week. There has been a liberation of sorts. So let's take a look at the environment here. What is the environmental energy for the masculine this week? Things external to him. We have an ox. Okay, so these are the keywords here. Cautious and steady, patient and methodical, traditional and conservative, poor communication skills. I really feel like there is someone in the masculine's life where he's trying to be cautious and steady, or he's been trying to do this for a very long time. This could be a job. This could be like not wanting to step on someone's toes or not wanting to create a strife. And it does say traditional, so there could be some sort of traditional family belief systems or just ways that you have to go about things. Or poor communication skills, as in this is two people that are not communicating. So if you're not communicating, then there's all kinds of problems. So yeah, some sort of situation in the masculine's life. Could even be that this masculine has not communicated these things to the feminine. So if you guys are obviously not speaking or on a break or in a challenge, that might be why he's not communicating with you, because perhaps, and not that this is an excuse, but he could just be overloaded with trying to get this shit figured out or sorted out. That's what I'm seeing here. I love it. I'm busy improving myself. I've got to figure out who I am. 9 of Pentacles is all about independence, right? Going my own way, maybe needing to be single for a while. So if some of these masculines are trying to pull out of a relationship that they just don't want to be in. They may want, which might be good really for everybody, for them to just be by themselves or on their own for a little bit, just so they have some chance to kind of, just gain their bearings, kind of settle in with the new energy of just no longer being attached to whatever this toxic thing was. But I just feel like this masculine, if he has pulled away from the feminine, there's a reason that this is happening, because he is trying to work on himself and improve himself. And maybe he's trying to be cautious and steady by not wanting to lead you on by speaking to you or seeing you. If you think about it, that's actually a very, to me, it's more selfish for somebody that says, I need time and space, but yet they still continue to reach out to you. You know what I mean? To me, that's someone who wants it all. That's not someone that's willing to accept or take the consequences of the actions that they make. When you decide that you want to be on your own and that you need to cut contact, yes, you miss people, but you don't want to confuse people by reaching out to them and giving them the wrong idea that you want to get back together. So sometimes it's actually somebody doing you a solid when they don't contact you, when they're not reaching out to you, when they're not playing with your feelings or messing with your emotions. So sometimes that can be a good thing. So I don't know if there's someone out there right now that feels very hurt that this masculine may not be in contact, but it could actually be that it's the best thing for the both of you, and it's actually more of a selfless thing to do than a selfish thing to do. But sometimes we don't always see it that way. Sometimes all we can see or feel are our feelings, and we feel hurt, right? It's hard for us to see that sometimes people just need space and time. Now, of course, if you're dealing with someone that says, I need time and space, and then you hear or see that they're hanging out with somebody else, then obviously, you've got to make a decision at that point whether or not you're even dealing with a person that's just worth your time. Probably not. That's somebody who doesn't have the gall to just communicate to you and tell you what's going on. But, sometimes people don't have tools, and maybe they'll learn those tools. So obviously it's all about whatever you guys are feeling at the moment, what you feel is right for you. All right, let's go ahead and see what else is going on here. Okay. Yeah, I want to be of equal measure. And I feel like this masculine feels right now that he is not of equal measure to basically give in a full way just yet. So I feel like this improving myself does make sense, right? I'm making deliberate actions right now to improve myself. And so those actions are basically going to be shown. It's not just words. It's like, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. And when I'm ready, or when I can give to either you or just be there in an equal way, then I'll be back, kind of thing. And that doesn't mean that the feminine's just sitting there twiddling her thumbs waiting for this day for this masculine to, improve himself and figure out. But that is what I am getting here for this week's reading. So whatever has happened in their external world is actually helping them to improve themselves and to kind of whipping their ass into shape is what I'm seeing here today. So let's go ahead and get the spirit of the masculine. What is going on a deep spiritual soul level for this masculine this week? Okay, we have the Rat. Inventive and creative, uninhibited and free, elegant and good looking, or greedy and gossiping. Okay, so I feel like this could be some of either the shadow self of the masculine or some of the karma, or just the consequences of certain actions from the past. So on a spiritual level, I think that this is really positive, because things that make us feel uncomfortable, if we feel shame, if we feel embarrassment, if we feel certain things that are unpleasant, what does that do? In a way, it helps us to improve ourselves. That's what it does. If you feel bad about something and you really think about it and you feel a lot of shame, you're more than likely not going to repeat that same thing again. You're going to think twice before you make a move that could impact someone in a very negative way. There's a specific situation that's coming to my mind where I acted just completely irrational and out of control and really lashed out at someone. And even though there were obviously some things that, warranted a lot of stuff because there was poor communication skills between this person and I, we didn't really talk about the problem. So it kind of festered for me and then it came out in a different way. I felt such shame afterwards, you guys, that I even still feel a little bit of shame this day. And I think that that's good because it's a reminder for me not to act like that again. I really, it was not good for me or that person that I even acted that way. It said a lot about myself in that moment. So sometimes feeling shame and shitty things is good because it is helpful for who we want to be as people. You know what I mean? What we don't want to repeat later on. And I just feel like that's what's going on for this masculine this week, okay? Sometimes we say things to other people too, never thinking in a million years that maybe someone will hear it or how it will affect them. That's also ways that we might feel shame too. So let's just say some of you feminines have heard something, or saw something or whatever. This again is a masculine, not wanting to repeat those patterns, I feel. So he's learning something. Okay, something is in the way. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords, what is 3 of Swords? 3 of Swords is a very painful card. It's a card of heartbreak and sadness. It's usually a card that comes up when we've hurt someone, we've betrayed someone. Heartbroken energy. Can be third-party situations too. Somebody that might have been going in between 2 lovers. You can see the cards there. There's 2 people that someone is choosing, so they're in between 2 people. It does say elegant and good-looking with the rat. This masculine may have also had his charm and his good looks his entire life, and that can only take you so far. So sometimes when you have a lot of people throwing themselves at you because you're so good looking, things like that, at some point you have to realize that, there are consequences for those actions, especially when you either commit to someone else or you tell someone certain things, you make them feel special, but then you're turning around and you're making somebody else feel special. So I'm not really sure if that type of a masculine is resonating for some of you guys, if you guys have had issues with this type of masculine who may have been a little bit of a scoundrel, a little bit of a rat, right? And there's no excuse for it. But sometimes people that are very good looking or charming, or they're used to basically getting their way, can start to develop traits where they can be a little narcissistic, where they don't really think about how things are impacting people. They're kind of selfish and they're very self-indulgent. And so sometimes through karmic partners and karmic situations, you will get your ass handed to you and you will be like, okay, wow, I really get this and I don't want to continue to be this person. And so I feel like there's a little bit of a rude awakening, like a spiritual tower moment that the masculine could be currently going through. Sometimes you lose everything and it's very humbling. So I don't know what exactly is going on, but I feel like there's a humbling reckoning for this masculine. So let's see what else. And with the Page of Pentacles. And I like this because what this does is it puts us back onto the drawing board. What seeds do we want to plant next? Do we want to continue to plant these same old seeds? Seeds of deception, seeds of lying, using people, hurting people? Or do we want to actually make a change? Well, I really do feel, you guys, that this masculine is trying to make a change this week. Okay? Even if it doesn't feel that way, I feel like something deep down is going on a spiritual level. And this, you have a hold on me. This could be a karmic partner that has a hold on this masculine still. But I feel like this is a good lesson for this masculine because it's showing him a lot about maybe how he treated you or how he treated other people. So there is this little bit of karma that's coming through here. And even if this isn't a lover or an actual person, this could be the feminine, as in she's a reminder of maybe some of the terrible things that he said or did. And so this also is that guilt or shame that he constantly feels, which helps him to improve himself and want to be a better person. So either way, I feel like it's a really good thing. So there's a death and transformation and liberation happening for the masculine this week. And Mars energy, it's very, very intense. It can be very passion-filled and inspiring, or it can bring out a lot of anger. So I kind of feel like the masculine could be a little just feeling a little aggressive this week, okay, with all that Aries energy, Mars energy. So, all right, now we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what is the past present energy that the masculine has towards this feminine specifically, okay? Specifically, what is this energy here? Let's take a look at this. So we're going to go into this deck here, which is called the Divine Feminine Healing. In the past, where was the masculine at with the feminine? How did he see her in the past? When he reflects on this feminine, what does he see? Ooh, Huntress. I know what I want and I'm no longer afraid to get it. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is that the masculine in the past saw you as somebody that knew what they wanted and you went after that. So fearless energy. That can sometimes be very intimidating, especially for somebody that has a lot of fear and shame around going after the things that you want. So that could have worked for you in the beginning, but perhaps it could have ended up working against you, especially if this masculine was very ego-driven, right? It can be a little bit of a competitor energy. This is my Arrows of Love Oracle. In the spotlight, attention. So this brought a lot of attention to you, feminine. This behavior or who you were, you're very sovereign, very maybe even independent. You knew what you wanted. You were not afraid. You were just authentically you. And I do feel like this actually attracted the masculine to you. I really do. But something I feel happened here. I feel like it maybe started to affect the ego, as in the masculine's ego, in a negative way. There's something about being a powerful woman, perhaps, that this made this masculine. It was exciting, but it also had there was some sort of an issue with that later on. Maybe other people around the masculine also got in his head about you and said, you're not right for him. I'm getting that for some, as in you bring up fear in people. You push the envelope because you're authentic, and people that are authentic and they are sovereign and could be opinionated in your face. It's like you are who you are unapologetically to a degree. That kind of a person scares people, especially people that are lying, are inauthentic, or don't know themselves, or are still hiding from themselves, or haven't done their shadow work. You scare the hell out of people. And that is because you know who you are, and you will cause other people to question things and even project crap onto you. So I don't know who that's for, but if that describes you, feminine, it's like you're a force to be reckoned with. And that really was attractive to the masculine in the past. But at the same time, I feel like it mirrored something to him. It mirrored who he really is, but then it also was a reflection of something and then wanted to deflect it. Bullseye, Six of Flames. Yes. Feel like in the beginning, in the past, you were exactly what the masculine said he was looking for. He said, you're exactly what I've always been waiting for. You're the perfect person for me. You're so, incredible. You're so attractive. You're so this, you're so that. A lot of flames energy, okay? Gave you a lot of attention, maybe even, just like told you a lot of amazing things, was very passionate. A lot of energy and attention perhaps was given to the feminine in the beginning. But I feel like something shifted, something changed. So let's take a look at, see what the energy became, where it headed, where it went next. So this is like stage 1, beginning, stage 2. Stage 2 with how the masculine saw the feminine. Ooh, another wild card, wild woman, see? Take me or leave me. I don't feel, feminine, that you were willing to, and let's just say you did temporarily. I feel like you may have allowed this masculine, if this is your story, to cause you to question yourself, question if maybe you were a right fit, question that the things that you were doing were good enough, etc. But at the end of the day, see the words take me or leave me. You decide. I do feel like you're very powerful, divine feminine. But see, wild woman, you're a wild woman. I can't control you. I can't contain you. So only a distorted masculine would be having these issues. So I just feel at some point the masculine became distorted in his view. As much as he loved it at the beginning, something distorted his view. And I feel like you were not going to change for him. You may have tried, but you were not going to change. So this masculine may have made a decision to sabotage this or leave this or something, or say we're not compatible, we're not right for each other. Yeah, cloud 9. Whew. It's almost like the masculine had some sort of vision, like he put the feminine on a pedestal. He was on cloud 9, absolutely was. I feel like this masculine was like head over heels for the feminine. Loved how free she was. But people have a tendency to start to condemn people that are a little too free. And I just feel, feminine, that is something that has happened here. So your connection could have been short-lived with the world energy here. It's like it came full circle pretty quick. This could have been a short-lived connection. You guys were on cloud 9. There was a lot of intense energy, a lot of intense attraction. It could have been like real quick, but then it burned out quick too. Came full circle real quick. But I feel like there was some kind of karmic lessons that were in the way, and I feel like this masculine may have had to go away in order to learn something about himself, and maybe he did try to project it onto the feminine. But I feel like, feminine, it's your job right now to realize that his stuff, his hang-ups, his issues are not about you. They are about him, and he might be learning these things through other situations. Now remember, feminines, this doesn't mean you're sitting around waiting for this masculine to learn things, return, or any of that stuff, unless that's something that you feel guided to do. But I'm always here on my channel to let feminines know that you need to continue moving forward and to empower yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we're just checking in on what's going on here, and that's what I'm seeing here today. So very interesting. So let's now take a look and see, how does this masculine see the feminine now? Okay. Because this was stage 1, stage 2. So that the beginning, and then during, and then obviously that's the end there. So let's see where the masculine is at currently with this feminine. Ooh, we have wounded. Okay. Just take this if this is your story. He wounded you, feminine. That 3 of Swords was here for a reason. He broke your heart. It's like you were on cloud 9 with this masculine, and if he was so into you, how could he hurt you so badly, or how could he have done what he did? What I'm seeing here for you is, I will not allow toxic people ruin me. I take back my power now. Feminines, you took your power back from this masculine. You may have cut him out. Okay? You may have said no more. I'm not going to keep letting you come back in and out. I'm going to cut you out. I'm going to block you. Whatever has happened here. So this masculine knows, what I'm seeing right now, knows that he cannot continue to come back and forth with this feminine, or he can't. There's no reason for him to come back unless he's actually ready to be for sure. Like he's for sure. I'm not seeing a masculine who's wanting to come back and mess around again. I'm getting that if he is going to return, it's going to be because he's ready. And I think that that's good, feminine, because I feel like you're setting the tone for this masculine. Don't come back until you level up. Don't waste my time. That's what I'm seeing. And this is good for the masculine, because he's had to learn this lesson. It's been a very, very hard lesson. But if anyone was going to teach him it, I feel like it's this feminine that's teaching him this lesson. It might as well be you. This actually makes the masculine want you even more. And it's not a game, but it's just naturally what's happening. So feminine, if you have pulled back your energy and you've taken back your power, it's almost like it makes the masculine want to be with you even more, want to claim you, wants you to be his. So I feel like your boundaries and your truth is what causes this masculine to feel this way now. Ooh, yeah. The 10 of Flames, 10 of Wands, crash and burn. He feels the loss, actually. He feels the loss. He feels like he lost a great thing. He knows I'm getting here. I know I effed up. I know I screwed up. I ruined this. So depending on whether or not you guys resonated with today's messages will determine whether or not I'm plugged into your connection this week, okay? So if that made sense to you and you guys want to learn a little bit more about what's going on here in this connection this week, I will put the extended link down below. So we're going to go into the core energy of your separation. We're also going to go into something that is actually being triggered in this masculine in order to make necessary changes. So we're really going to go into the past actions and what's being triggered directly from the feminine, directly from the experience of the connection that's helping him to grow. So we're going to go into that. We're also going to go into words that represent his deepest hidden feelings and desires for you, feminine. And then we're going to go into what does he assume? So this tells me a lot, but we're going to go a little bit deeper into why he thinks this, why he feels this. What does he assume you think and feel towards him currently? Okay. And then we're going to look at forward momentum taking shape in the connection, like what we might be able to expect moving forward in this connection. So anyways, you guys, if you're interested in that extended version, I will put the link down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.